Art of Kazakhstan, from idea to realization, for the faces and details that usually remain behind the scenes, what inspires artists, what is their creation process, on what artists and poets, musicians and playwrights reflect upon, how do they present themselves to the world, how do they express the essence of their era. Together with CARMINE BARBARO, we immerse into the world of creative search, into an atmosphere of trial and error, discoveries and revelations.
My name is CARMINE BARBARO. 20 years ago, I came to Kazakhstan and stayed to live on this land. Because I fell in love with the people, culture and art. Today I am going to watch the famous play by Mukhtar Awezov, Karagos, in the unexpected interpretation of the German theater of Kazakhstan. The choreographer of the play is Florian Bilbao. He came to us from Germany. This is a very quote-unquote shapeless person in the good sense of the word, easily adapts and quickly finds compromises, and it is very easy to work with him. If you offered something, then there is no such thing. I'm a choreographer, do as I say. He listens and says, let's try. It was not a novelty that we warm up, but the novelty is the kind of warm-up we do. We do this warm-up for the first time. For us, it was a small discovery. What you need is not just warm up your head, stretch your neck, stretch your shoulders. Florian knows the anatomy of a man very well. He approaches this scientifically, and I really like it. Not just in acting, but with profound knowledge of the matter.
I'm born in France, where I did dance in the school of my family. My grandmother had a dance school when my mother was in, so I could dance all my life. And then I decided to try to make it as a work. And I went in France in 2 different schools, professional schools. The first one was more ballet and modern jazz, and the second one was more theater and contemporary dance. And then after I arrived in Berlin, where I did really begin my career, where I danced for 10 years as an independent dancer with different choreographers. And now, since few years, I'm working as a dancer and an actor in the Schaubühne within the piece Never Forever von Falk Richter und Total Brutal. And I have my own pieces. This is then here my first experience in Kazakhstan and with the German theater, where I've been asked as a choreographer but also metteur en scène, because we work with the text of Karagos. We didn't have much time, but they already knew the texts. So that was a big step. I know that the actors did know the text, so that was already a big thing. And after it was clear for me, I need to arrive with a clear structure for the whole piece, for the whole dramaturgy, in order to work fast. And I didn't know how it will work, if what will be really possible. I did ask them, the company, to work on things before I come, and they did send me videos, so I could already see how they do move and what are the way they are creating and the way Natasha Dubs is working. And from the beginning I had a good feeling. I felt like it will work.
In fact, it was all spontaneous. There was no such thing, that we were very prepared for this work. It all happened literally in a month, and we collected everything. And we really were surprised, because even for professional choreographers, it would be a complex performance created in a very little time.
For me, the whole project has become special because I myself really like the choreographic productions and the movement theater. And Florian gave us a technique that we lacked as actors. Because he works with choreographers, with dancers, and we're not dancers. We thought it would be very difficult to work with us because we don't have the technique that he usually works with. It would be easier to stage a performance if we all were professional dancers, but as it turned out, actors can also dance, and actors can dance not just with their body, but they can dance with something else. We can dance with energies, we can dance with emotions, we can open our hearts. In fact, I discovered a lot of myself as an actress and as a person in rehearsals with Florian.
I was also interested in getting acquainted with the director of the play, Natasha Dubs. It turns out that she also teaches at the Zhurgenov Academy of Arts, where I used to work.
The idea of Karagos arose as early as in the third year when they studied under my supervision. First of all, it's a drama. Then it's about love. The main part of the plot is unfolding between the young people. The aesthetics of our performance is oriented more toward an experiment, to European views on art and form. But since we are representatives of the Eurasian culture, we're at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, it seemed that we should try and take the famous author, the Kazakh classic Muhtar Awezov, and the outlook of European representatives of theater to try and see how to produce the story.
The husband of Karagos is just a victim in this situation. He becomes a hostage of our tradition. He himself did not know what to do and how to act, because on one hand, he understands Karagos, understands that she loves another man, and on the other hand, the traditions, relatives, culture, which simply obliges him to marry her, are pressing. All the girls who are on the stage are all Karagos. Why? Because at the end of this play, it is known that Karagos goes crazy. Dissociative disorder occurs. And here we went on the principle that she was simply torn apart, because she could not make a choice.
My Karagos, it's kobys. Goethe Institute assisted. We took a real Kazakh instrument, kobys, which was made just for this performance. And I even specially learned to play on it. Using the instrument, I was able to express the pain and emotions of Karagos. I play myself as a matter of fact. I'm trying to find Karagos in myself. I'm trying to find it. If I were Karagos, then what would I be? I don't want to play a character. If we are on the stage, we should feel ourselves very alive, very honest and open. Then the viewer can catch on. He will be interested in watching this, and we want to win the audience through our sincerity and openness. From the outside it can look weird because there is a lot of improvisation there, but I would try to open up as far as I can to make sure that the viewer is interested in watching this.
The performance was really experimental. Actors' reading was replaced by modern choreography. For the first time, the tragic love of a Kazakh girl was shown in such an unusual way.